I'm team 30 FPS and I'm ride or die on that team.
You've probably seen these MKBHD stations before. And you've also probably wondered what FPS means and why 30 FPS. In this video, I'm going to explain what FPS stands for, which FPS are used, and which one you should choose. Okay, so these terms might sound a little bit technical, but they are actually pretty simple once you get to know them. So without much talking, let's get into the video. What is FPS? FPS stands for frames per second. FPS, or frames per second, is a measure of how many frames per each second in a video. Higher FPS means more frames, smoother animation. Lower frames means less frames, less smooth motion in a video. Think of frame rates like the heartbeat of a video. It's the number of still image or frames that appear on your screen every second. Okay, for those who do not know, a video is simply a collection of still images called frames. This group of images is what makes up a video. Think of a video like a flipbook and the pages like the frame. Just like a flipbook which has still images, the faster you flip through the images or frames, the smoother the animation, right? Fast flipping means more pages get flipped within a second, better or smoother animation. Slow flipping means less pages flipped within a second, thus less smoother animation. Okay, so why do frame rates matter? FPS affects how we perceive motion. Movies use 24 FPS to get that classic cinematic look. But for sports or broadcasts, where every detail matters, a higher FPS such as 60 makes the action more fluid. There are many FPS out there, but the most commonly used ones are 24 FPS, 30 FPS, and 60 FPS. Each of these has its own unique use, which I'm going to explain in a bit. 24 FPS is great for films. Think of it like the rhythm of your song. It's got a certain groove that feels just right, and that is why movies use 24 FPS. It gives that classic film-like vibe. You understand? 30 FPS is mostly standard for TV and online videos. It's like adding a little more pep to your steps. This is somewhat smoother than 24 FPS, and this is what you usually see on TVs and online videos such as YouTube, like the one you're watching right now. Then there's 60 FPS, which is like the smooth glide of a skateboarder cruising down the street. It's super smooth and perfect for catching all the fast actions or the intense pace of a game. Okay, so if you're watching a hummingbird flap its wings, a higher frame rate will show you every detail and you might even see the flap of each wing. But a lower frame rate will show you less details and you might miss some of the action. Choosing the right frame rate. Selecting the right frame rate depends on your content. If you're creating a vlog, 30 FPS is just enough. But if you're capturing fast-paced spots, you might want to go with 60 FPS to get more details and fluid motions. The biggest tech reviewer of the decade, MKBHD himself, said,
Realistic. So, long story short, 60 is too high. It's like distractingly smooth. 24 is just a little bit too low for me. So I'm team 30 FPS and I'm ride or die on that team.
FPS affect your video quality? Well, lower FPS means less smooth motion. The higher FPS means a much smoother motion in your videos. This doesn't always mean you're guaranteed of a better quality when you use a higher FPS. Other factors such as resolution and color depth also play huge roles in how good your video looks. Remember, whether you're a filmmaker or gamer, the right FPS might make the difference. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tech-related videos. Until next time, keep those frames rolling and creativity flowing. I am TDK, #T for Tech. Peace.